Hello everyone, and welcome. Well, once again, Mother Nature throws a wrench into our plans. It's been really nice all week. Yesterday, it rained most of the day. Turned to snow towards the end of the day, but not even enough to accumulate on the ground. I got up this morning. There's no snow left around my place. It's pretty much all gone. So I decided I was going to drive out here and go out to the very first spot where this channel started. It's about 40 minutes up the road or so, 45 minutes. I get here. It's snowing, and I guess the rain we got yesterday, here it was snow. The road is snow covered and just a little bit too slick for me to go driving down that road. So, change of plans. Let's just go for a short walk and have some lunch. So, there's a few inches of snow all down this trail, and underneath it is all ice. That's why I don't want to drive down here. One, I don't have four-wheel drive. Two, I'd rather be able to make it back out again. May as well pick up a bit of birch bark along the way. Well, this isn't where we wanted to be today, but I see the remnants here of what looks to be an old fire pit. Pile of rocks anyway, perfect place to have the fire. And between this tree and that tree, I should be able to run my ridgeline and set up a tarp. I have prusik loops and toggles all tied onto this thing. Slide those down. Wrap around the tree. First toggle goes into this loop. Cinch it tight. Now we pull some of these down to the other end. Leaving this one behind. Now we take one toggle and the rest of our line and we go around the tree. Find this prusik loop. Insert the toggle through. And now we should be able to pull this tight. It would probably help if I put it through the proper way. There. Now I can apply all the pressure I want on there and make that line super tight. Now we can pull our tarp up and over the ridge line. Now we take our prusik loop, put it through the eye of the tarp here, and then insert our toggle. And then when we stretch out the knot, tightens up the tarp. So I got the back corner tied to a tree back there, a stake down in the frozen snow. This corner is tied to a tree over there, and I stuck a branch here just to keep the corner of the tarp up, and I staked it down in the snow. Now let's get some firewood. So here's a nice dead standing tree. I've got the Agawa Boreal 24. Let's see if we can't take this down. That should be just about perfect. And I see another one right there that's about the same size. So I'm going to cut that down and we'll head back down under the tarp. Okay, it's time to get this fire lit. Here's all that birch bark I had in my pocket. Save a bit of that for later. There we go. That took forever. So I've got the water in the Stanley pot. We're going to set it up. Get that boiling so we can make some tea. I was expecting to go to that other spot and bear gravel. And that spot, it's a very, very short walk from the car to where I wanted to go. So I loaded down my pack. I've got the Stanley cook pot. I've got my fire maple cook pot. I got my frying pan. Whew. And then I couldn't make it out there, so this was a longer walk with a heavy load. Oh well. Once the food's cooked, it's all going to be worth it. Nice new frame, they said. Should be tougher than that, they said. I got up to check the water, and when I sat back down, the whole side shattered. Oh well. I should have known better. No more chairs with plastic frames. That's going to be the end of that. Oh well. At least the headrest is still in here on the bottom. So if I flip that over, I got a nice cushion. At least we're not stuck without a seat. Water's boiling. Let's drop our tea in there. Move it away just a little bit, if we can. Busted out the frying pan. Stuck the butter inside my sweater for a few minutes just to try and soften it up a little bit. I was going to bring some oil instead of the butter, but I couldn't find my little oil container. So I put a little bit of butter in the pan. And for now, I'm just going to cut up the vegetables. Put that away. So last week, I showed you all this set that I got. Well, that Anne got from her school. And I mentioned that they had given us a cutting board. So I figured I'd bring them both out today and use them again. I like this little cutting board. It's a perfect size. It fits great in the backpack. And when it's a small meal, just one or two people, it's a good size. Now we also have pepper. And now I can put my garbage in this bag. And for the last, I brought mushrooms. Now I gotta try and move this around and find a spot for the grill. Now I gotta get the fire maple pot ready to boil. Those. We'll need this. Make a bit of a flat spot. Try and get that pot to boil. Now, I'm frying up those veggies just a little bit. And I'm going to add in some breakfast sausage. And I'm boiling some water because I brought Mr. Noodles. Beef flavored. Then once everything's cooked, I'll throw it all in the same pan and we'll have a bite to eat. But now, time for tea. And I no longer have a chair to hang this off of, so I'm just gonna lay it in the snow for now. And once again, the chair has to break when the camera's off, because it would have been funny. Oh, nope, don't lose the water. That would not be funny. It's okay to break things. It's all right to drop things, as long as it's not my food. Okay. I'm going to open up these sausage and toss them in the pan. Let them start cooking. Water's boiling. move that from the fire for a second. Now I'll set that close to the fire again, just for a couple of minutes. Oh, saved. Whew. Noodles should be ready by now. Oh yeah. Now I'm just draining the water out of there, or at least most of it. Add the little flavor packet. Stick everything in my garbage bag so I can take it home later. Give that a stir. Grab my frying pan before I knock it over. Move the grill. Now I can throw some firewood back on there. Ooh, that's warm on the legs. Now, I take the cutting board, set the pan on it, pour in the noodles, get my little cutlery set. Now let's see how this tastes. And the peppers are good. Yep, was worth the wait. Now I'm going to sit here on what's left of my chair and eat my lunch. I'm warming up the last of the tea. Now I poked a hole in my glove. Oh well. These have actually lasted a long time, so I'm not going to complain. Well, there's the end of the tee. When I saw there was no snow at home this morning, and I thought I was going to be able to make it in to that other spot, it got me thinking, that's the spot that got this channel started. That was my first build. And that was December of 2020. So just over 3 years ago. So it's been a little while. I was looking forward to going there today, but oh well, we'll have to wait till a little more snow melts. Go and have a look around. Oh, that build has been taken down a long time ago. I took it down. I used it the one winter and I took it down. But it was a fun area. There's probably still a few logs left. I used some. I built another spot further down. So I hauled some down and used it, but I think I left a little bit up top. Who knows? Maybe I'll go spend a night there in the spring. Once I can reach it. It's been a good afternoon. Even with the hole in my glove and the broken chair that I'm sitting on. At least I got to eat my lunch. And now I'm sitting by a nice fire. I want to thank you all for coming along. It's always a pleasure having you with me. We always have a great time out here. Sometimes we break stuff, sometimes we don't. Never know what's going to happen. But if you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more of it, hit the subscribe button. And if you're going to do that, you may as well hit the notification bell. When you do, there will be a drop-down menu. In that menu, select all. If you do that, it should let you know whenever we put out a new video. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.